Positioning a line segment with a given ratio. Point M lies in segment AB so that AM to MB is 2 to 3. Plot point M. As you can see, AM to MB is 2 to 3, which means there are 5 units in this distance in the segment. So if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we divide that by the 25, you can understand that all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this, and all of this from 5 pairs of 2. Now, if we look, we know that AM is 2 of these units. Therefore, the point M is at the end of the second unit. So if we look at that in the graph, that would be right here. So that's how we know that that is where point M is. Let's move on to the next example. Point O lies on segment ST, so that SO to TO is 1 to 2. Plot point O. Well, since this example is already graphed for us, we can just count the distance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And use the same method used before. This for both the height and the... Let's say the height and the width. So let's start with the width. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we know that there's a total of 3 units. Therefore, we have all of this is a unit, all of this is a unit, and all of this is a unit. We know that point O is 1 unit away from point S. So point O is 1 unit away from point S in the x-axis. We also know that this is 3, so all of this is 1 unit. Therefore, we also know that that is not all 1 unit, sorry. We also know each one is 1 unit. So that's 1 unit, that's 1 unit, that's 1 unit, that's 1 unit. So we also know that point O is 1 unit in the y-axis away from point S, right here. If we go here, and we make a line, we can find that it goes to that exact point, which is -3 and -3. And that's how we know that that point is point O. Let's move on to the next and final example. This example isn't graphed. Point D lies in segment CE, so the CD to ED is 1 to 3. Find the x and y value of point D. So we know that C is 2 and C is 2, 3, and E is 2, -2, -5. Now this formula is called the section formula. We can use this to find point D. So M and N are the ratios. So M is the first part of the ratio, and N is the second part of the ratio. Here M is 1 and N is 3. So if we use that, we know that 1 times -2 plus 3 times 2 divided by 1 plus 3, which is 4, wait, that means x or y is equal to 1 times -5 plus 3 times 3 divided by 4. If we simplify that, we get x, y is equal to -2 plus 6 divided by 4, -5 plus 9 divided by 4. Simplify that further, we get -4 divided by 4, 4 divided by 4. Therefore, x, y, or the plot points, is equal to -1, 1. So in the end, D is equal to, we're done here, -1, 1. Then so we got our answers to all of our questions.